Hey everybody, want to do a quick video on, basically some comments and questions that I get every now and then. A few questions here and there, and a few comments here and there. Just in regards to like why I'm using Hims hairspray, and why I just don't want to kind of just be a lot easier just to accept the fact that I'm losing hair and going bald. And I've been using Hims Finasteride Minoxidil hairspray or combination topical hairspray for about almost, I'm approaching the 6 months mark. And, I am starting to get really happy with my results. I feel the front hairline has started to um, thicken and gain more density. I'm still working, unfortunately, on the crown and the top of my head, and still a lot, of progress, if any, to be done there. But and I do agree that in some regards that it is healthier and psychologically better to just accept the fact that yes, when you are losing your hair, it's a natural part of aging, it's a natural part of life, and you should go ahead and just shave it, and then once you do that, it feels a little bit liberating. And the reason I guess I don't want to do that just yet is because I didn't want to have a regret of not trying to keep my hair. And before I started using hairspray, the Hims hairspray about 6 months ago, um, I'll kind of flash back. To the year 2017 when I was with a friend in San Diego. And at the time, I had much fuller hair, like a lot. And um, my friend actually has, he's older than me, but he was telling me that he was taking Propecia. And I was like, why do you need it? Your hair is like thick and it doesn't seem like you have any problems like with your hair. And he basically said to me, it's really to, prevent hair growth. You keep the hair that you already have. And I asked him, did you see me having to potentially losing hair? And he did cite the fact that I was starting to lose hair amongst the hairline. And I thought about that for a few years, and was thinking like maybe I don't really need to do anything to maintain my hair. But within the last 2 years, my hair started to diminish rapidly. I mean, like aggressive. I look back at photos that I had from the year 2020 and then fast forward to 2022 to 2024, and I was losing hair like visibly, like losing hair at an aggressive pace. And just thinking about still what my friend told me back in 2017, I kind of regret that I didn't try to maintain a lot of my hair back then. Now here I am now in 2024, where my hair loss was incredibly significant, and I figured, look, at this point, I never really tried to keep my hair, and I didn't want to go back to a point where my hair loss was so beyond repair, so to speak, that I would regret not having tried at least the simple solutions, right? So a simple solution, in my opinion, is using like a topical hairspray versus having to take the pill, right? Or much drastic or much more aggressive measures like getting a hair transplant, which is very expensive. So I at least wanted to try and say, like, look, I at least got to try the basic thing, which is, or the simplest solution and the least risk, in my opinion, which was the Hims finasteride minoxidil combination hairspray. And my opinion is that at least if I tried it and I didn't get results, at least I could say, okay, no regrets. At least I tried it. And then I would make the decision to figure out if, okay, maybe I should then take the pill. And if that still doesn't work, then, again, not to have regrets the next situation would probably be like acceptance and basically, shave my head and just be willing to accept the natural part of aging. Um, so for me personally, I wanted to not have regrets that I didn't try to keep my hair. And you know, I'm not trying to keep my hair for, to be honest with you, any superficial reasons. I'm not, you know, actively social. I don't really have, social life in general. I don't really have a lot actually going on in my life. Um, and, personally, to be honest, the only reason, really I want to try to keep my hair is just because, daily life is just a lot easier personally for me when when I have hair. I don't have to worry so much about, um, getting ready for work because, when I was kind of losing my hair, unless I, shaved it off completely, it was just hard, to like have to style my hair or figure a way how I don't, look like, a mess up top. Um, and I don't mean that in any bad way for like other people who don't want to try it, but another reason is like, when I go on interviews, I work in an industry that unfortunately for me is very use oriented. And so having hair at least um, kind of mitigates a little bit of my age, unfortunately. And, I just like having hair. It's just something that I think for me personally is just, it's a joy to have to be able to, do cool, fun things with my hair, to get to style it in ways. And it's just something that I enjoy having. And I don't enjoy having hair for the sake of impressing other people. I just enjoy having hair for myself. And, it's almost like kind of saying like, hey, I like playing basketball, not because I'm trying to be, a big NBA player. I just like playing basketball, right? So kind of the same thing for me in terms of like having hair. I just like to have hair for the sake of enjoying it. And so, as I mentioned, to me, using the Hims hairspray was a minimal risk for, a big reward. And so I felt that it was worth it. And I didn't want to like look back and say I have any regrets that I didn't try it when I had the opportunity to try it. Um, I haven't had any side effects. I haven't had any issues with it. And, to be honest with you, I'm seeing, some subtle results. Will it result in, big changes? I don't know. And, and in my opinion, if it doesn't, again, I won't have regrets. I'll at least say, look, I tried it, I gave it a shot, and for however long it can, keep my hair there, I can say at the end of the day, like, well, at least I had a good run. And when that time comes, I can, I'll perfectly accept going bald and losing my hair, but at least I want to at least try to see if I could, how long I can maintain hair growth and prevent my hair loss. Um, and there's nothing wrong, I think, with, people who uh, want to try to keep the hair and prevent hair loss, nor do I think there's anything wrong with people who want to accept hair loss. I think both are totally cool. And, again, you do what makes, you happy. You do what makes you content, no judging or anything like that. And um, I encourage people to at least, in my opinion, I'm not saying for people to try it, but I'm just giving my personal opinion in terms of, um, do what you feel is going to be best for you. And for me at this point in my life, I just felt the best thing for me was to at least try to keep my hair. I know this is a bit of a ramble. I didn't really, plan this one out. But that's just my opinion on why I'm still trying to, keep my hair and why specifically I'm using the Hims Finasteride Minoxidil hairspray. Again, in my opinion, it's low risk, high reward. So it's kind of like, why not? Why not give it a shot? right?